We are taught from childhood that honesty is the best policy. But if you look at the adult world, at business, politics, and especially dating, you realize this is a lie we tell children to make them manageable. In the real world, absolute honesty is rare. It is dangerous. If everyone told the absolute truth for 24 hours, society would collapse. Every relationship would end. Women, specifically, have mastered the art of strategic deception. This isn't out of malice. It is a survival mechanism encoded over thousands of years. Society punishes women for being too aggressive, too promiscuous, or too blunt. So they learn to speak in code. They learn to speak in plausible deniability. If you are a man who takes a woman's words literally, you are walking through a minefield blindfolded. You will be confused, you will be rejected, and you will feel lied to. But if you understand the translation, the minefield becomes a map. In this video, we are going to decode the 6 most common lies women tell men. We are going to move beyond "she's a liar" and understand why she lies, to protect herself, to protect you, or to keep her options open. Welcome to the decoding. Before we get to the specific lies, we have to understand the operating system. Men generally use language to transmit information. The meeting is at 5 p.m. The car needs oil. It is binary, true or false. Women generally use language to transmit influence and perception. For a woman, truth is often flexible depending on the outcome she wants to achieve in that moment. She doesn't speak to convey facts. She speaks to manage the emotional climate of the relationship. If she says, "I hate you," in a moment of passion, and 10 minutes later says, "I love you," she wasn't lying either time. Both were true representations of her emotion in that second. But factual truth? No. Men get frustrated because they hold her to the literal meaning. To decode her, you must stop listening to the words and start looking at the behavior. Behavior is the only truth. Words are just the weather forecast, subject to change. Lie number 1. I'm not like other girls. Variations include, I get along better with guys. I hate drama. Girls are so catty. This is a classic example of internalized misogyny functioning as a marketing tactic. The translation: this is a differentiation strategy. In business, companies try to separate themselves from competitors by claiming they are unique. She is doing the same. She knows what men complain about: drama, high maintenance, emotional instability. So she preemptively declares she doesn't have those traits. The trap. Ironically, the woman who loudly proclaims she hates drama is often the source of the drama. Why? Because drama follows people who lack emotional regulation. If she can't get along with other women, it's usually a red flag that she struggles with female social hierarchies, jealousy, or cooperation. She prefers male attention because men are easier to manipulate or are more validating. The reality check. Human nature is consistent. Women share fundamental biological and psychological drivers. Claiming exemption from her own gender is a sign of a lack of self-awareness. How to handle it? Ignore the claim. Watch the behavior. If she says she hates drama but starts a fight with the waiter or gossips about her best friend 5 minutes later, you have your answer. The cool girl is often a mask that slips the moment she doesn't get her way. Lie number 2. I just want a nice guy. This is the lie that has confused men for generations. It fills the friend zone with good men who are wondering what they did wrong. She tells you she wants kindness, stability, and flowers, but her dating history is full of chaotic, selfish, or dangerous men. The translation. When she says nice, she means safe. Safety is necessary for a long-term relationship, provisioning, child-rearing. But safety is the enemy of desire. Desire requires anxiety. It requires mystery. It requires a challenge. She isn't lying about wanting kindness. She is lying about the order of operations. She wants a man who is dangerous, competent first, and nice second. A nice man who is weak is repulsive. A dangerous man who chooses to be nice to her specifically is addictive. This is the Beauty and the Beast archetype. She doesn't want the beast to stay a monster, but she wants to know he could be a monster if he needed to be. The reality check. If you lead with nice, supplicating, agreeing with everything, having no spine, you fail the competence test. Be capable of aggression, be capable of walking away, and then sprinkle in kindness. That is the winning formula. Lie number 3. I'm just confused right now. Variations. I'm focusing on my career. I'm not ready for a relationship. I need to find myself. This is the soft rejection. It is designed to let you down without triggering your anger or closing the door completely, in case she needs you later. The translation. Gentlemen, confusion is a myth. Women are hyper-intuitive about mating. They know within the first 5 minutes of meeting you if you are a potential mate or not. If a high-value man, think her celebrity crush or the ideal man, walked into her life today, asked her out, and wanted to be with her, would she be confused? Would she need to find herself? No, she would lock him down immediately. The truth. When she says she is confused, she means she is uninspired. You haven't triggered enough attraction to make her prioritize you over her freedom or other options. Or she is keeping you on the back burner, a safety net while she chases the guy she actually wants. The fix. Never try to convince a confused woman. Logic does not create desire. If she says she is confused, you withdraw all attention. I understand. Give me a call when you figure it out. And you walk away. That removal of attention is the only thing that might actually clear her confusion. Lie number 4. Looks, money, and height don't matter to me. If you ask a woman what she wants, she will list virtues, humor, kindness, loyalty. She will rarely list 6 feet tall, 6-pack, or 6 figures. Society judges women harshly for being shallow or materialistic, so they repress these desires publicly. The translation. This is a virtue signal. Of course they matter. Evolutionary psychology is not a democracy. It is a dictatorship. Women are wired to select for good genes. Health, height, symmetry equals healthy offspring. Resources, money, status, ambition equals survival of offspring. She isn't saying these are the only things that matter. She is saying they are the gatekeepers. You must meet a baseline threshold of attractiveness and competence to even enter the arena. Once you are inside, then your personality and humor matter. The reality check. Do not listen to the lie and let yourself go. Do not listen to the lie and stay broke. She might truly believe she doesn't care, but her subconscious libido will betray her every time. A man who takes care of his body and his finances commands respect. Without respect, attraction cannot exist. Ignore the words, respect the biology. Lie number 5. The most famous lie in history. I'm fine. You notice she is quiet. Her body language is closed. You ask, what's wrong? She looks away and says, nothing. I'm fine. The translation. This is not a statement of fact. This is a test of attunement. She is lying because she is currently in a state of emotional withdrawal. She wants you to notice the lie, demonstrating you pay attention. Care enough to pursue the truth, demonstrating investment. Be strong enough to handle the emotion underneath, demonstrating containment. If you take I'm fine literally and go back to watching TV, you fail the test. She interprets that as neglect. He doesn't care about my feelings. And the resentment builds silently until it explodes 3 weeks later. The fix. Do not pressure her. Tell me, tell me. Instead, call out the nonverbal incongruence gently. You say you're fine, but your energy feels off. I'm here when you're ready to talk. Then give her space. You acknowledge the lie without validating the passive aggressiveness. you pass the test. Lie number 6. I've only slept with low-number men. The body count lie, or female math. Example, it doesn't count if it was just oral, or it doesn't count if I don't remember his name. The translation, this is pure reputation management. Deep down, women understand paternity uncertainty. They know that men, biologically, are repulsed by high promiscuity because historically it meant a risk of raising another man's child. Men judge women on their past. Women judge men on their future. When she lies about her number, lowering it, she isn't doing it to trick you maliciously. She is doing it because she values you. She wants you to see her as relationship material, not recreational material. She is trying to fit into the archetype of the good woman for you. The reality check. Do not interrogate her. You will never get the audit report of her past, and honestly, you don't want it. Knowing the gritty details will only trigger your retrospective jealousy. Judge her by her behavior towards you. Is she loyal now? Does she respect you? If you go digging for skeletons, do not be surprised when you find a graveyard. Accept that the lie is a form of respect for the relationship you have today. Gentlemen, do not become cynical. Women are not evil deceivers plotting your downfall. They are navigating a complex social world where perception is everything. They use ambiguity to stay safe, to keep options open, and to manage relationships smoothly. Your job as a man is not to demand a truth contract. Your job is to be the observer. Watch the actions. Ignore the words. Understand the biology. When you see the truth behind the mask, you stop getting angry, and you start getting what you want. If you are ready to see clearly, comment, "I see the truth," down below. Subscribe for more psychology. I'll see you in the next one.